Hey MVPs, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about the Super Bowl today. I usually don't pick NFL games, but you know the deal. It's the Super Bowl, and some of you guys are making your bets, making your props, and your parlays and whatnot. And I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. Don't let me influence you if you're thinking otherwise. But if you didn't have a bet, you didn't have an idea of what you wanted to do, then please listen up, okay? So first and foremost, I'm giving out this parlay for free. This is all over Twitter, YouTube, and the Patreon. It's also on the Discord server, so if you haven't seen it yet, here it is. I believe you can take an alternate over-under of 40.5 points. This is just saying somebody's going to score 21. The other team will have 20 at a minimum. So you're looking at 40.5 on an alternate over. I'll show you as I go down the list what I also manipulated and changed here and there. An alternate spread. I feel like San Francisco, you can get decent money at plus 10.5. Now, some of you guys, you gamblers out there, are going to be like, Rico, we don't buy points. We don't buy spreads. We just go straight up. Okay, then ignore it. But this feels like a can't-miss parlay here. When you add Patrick Mahomes to throw for at least 200 yards, that's the lowest min you can get. If you can do alternate yards, I would do it. At the same time, 2 touchdowns is his normal over-under, so that gives you great value, and it gets you to positive money. All of this seems very plausible and very easy. Let's go down the list and let's talk about it. So first and foremost, I haven't even touched the parlays, props, all these other things. I'm going to make other videos on that. I'm just going to talk to you guys about the game itself. 49ers and Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs have more viable weapons that people believe in. Therefore, the underdog just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like the Chiefs are the better team. Sure, 49ers show up fully loaded. I just don't trust Purdy in the biggest moment right now. I'm going to go with a known commodity. So if you were asking me who's winning the game, I would tell you it's the Chiefs. I would probably believe it's a pick 'em, right? But I would believe in the Chiefs at 1.5 points. Or just go with the money line. It's plus 110. Let's just do money line plus 110. So I believe in the Chiefs. Good luck with that. Shout out to you guys if you feel the need to bet on the Super Bowl. This parlay will not have the money line or results in there at all. I don't even get down like that. Touchdown scores. Who I think is going to score a touchdown? Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown is here. I'm not going to try to guess who's scoring. In the playoffs, Isaiah Pacheco has scored 3 touchdowns. And so is Kelsey. And I think Kelsey at plus 100, having the same amount of touchdowns is very interesting to me. I feel like that's positive money. You got to bet on a Travis Kelsey anytime touchdown. His girl will be there. The world's watching. And by the way, nobody can cover Travis Kelsey, the greatest tight end of all time. I think he's an anytime touchdown and worth throwing in your parlay. Rashee Rice, very good young rookie, but I don't know if he's going to have that breakout performance in a Super Bowl. I loved him at SMU, loved him in the draft. Just don't know if I can go there. Deebo Samuel, for some reason, Deebo will get you extra yards, but once you get to the red zone, they're going to hand it off to McCaffrey, or they're going to lean on McCaffrey for that touchdown, or even Kittle. We can go down that route. Ayuk, I wouldn't bet on. Kittle, it doesn't look like enough value for me down here. I would stay away from it. This means Mahomes would have to run it in. Don't feel good about that. Here's a first-round draft bust. Shout out to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If you didn't know, he got drafted in the first round at LSU. Everybody praises them for getting Pacheco in the 7th round. But what about the year before when you made a mistake? Whole nother story. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's had 2 receptions the last 2 games, going for about 32 yards and a long in each game. So he usually just doesn't get any targets or anything, and then he has this random catch. That's intriguing to me, but I wouldn't throw it in any parlay, and I definitely don't expect him to score. I'm just saying that there's an over-under here for his yards at 16. I would probably do a separate parlay and prop for that, okay? So I'm going to make this video free, by the way. I'm just not going to click on everything over here to show you guys what I think the parlay should be for the plus 890. That's going to be what you got to pay for. Now, the rest of these touchdowns don't really make sense to me. I would leave it all alone. That's just people guessing in the win. Super Bowl MVP, it looks like your options are Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy. You can't really go any other way. The top 3 are where you're going to go, and that's it, man. Good luck with that. I can't even go there. Once again, alternate spread. Once I see that the Chiefs are... Yeah, the Chiefs are favorite. Is that what this is saying? That's not right. I'm wrong. Chiefs are underdogs. So then you can take the Chiefs plus and get really good money for it. So let's flip this. Look at that. Minus 500 instead of the 49ers. You can say the Chiefs aren't going to lose by more than 10 points, and that gives you a really good value there for changing the bet. So that's something that people need to be aware of. You can just go plus 10.5 on the Chiefs. Keep the alternate over. Now, usually when I do alternate points, I'm looking at a 300 just to make it stick. So I usually look in the 300 range right here. I would like to go lower. Doesn't hurt. It's plus 218, and it just gives you that extra point. It matters. You can keep going lower and make sure you stay above 200. Oh, this looks beautiful, man. This is beautiful. There you go. Go with 36.5 on the over. You can't miss at this point. Look at that. Leave that bet alone right there, and you're tripling your money. You put $100 down, you're going to make back $300. Have a hell of a Super Bowl. I don't know what your unit size is, but you're going to put a unit down and get back $2. It feels pretty good. I would leave it like this. This looks like a bet I'm about to draw up for the MVPs. I apologize, I'm doing this mid-video, but this is what I do whenever I analyze games for the MVPs. I sit here, click around until I see something I like, and I say, yo, this looks beautiful. This is a Super Bowl prop waiting to happen. Let's go with 3 here. Let's call that good. Okay, let's keep scrolling, and let's talk. So, scoring 2 touchdowns. The only guy I think that's doing this that I would feel comfortable betting on is Christian McCaffrey for 2 touchdowns, just so we're clear. Okay? Featured. I'm not even going to go down this route. All this shit is just money grabs everywhere. You could try to hit it, find whatever nugget you think is going to happen in the game. I'm not going there. So I'm not even going to try to talk about matchups and schemes. It's the Super Bowl. Things don't always go to plan. Things have to change, and there's always some star we didn't know about. Shout out to Larry Brown. There's always something going on that nobody foresees. So I won't even try to predict that. I won't even click on these plus 2,000s, plus 5,000s. All you guys betting on that shit, you're never going to be successful at gambling. I just want to be real with you, okay? You don't go out there. You got to make a bunch of plus 100s. Make a bunch of plus 100s, double your money over and over and over, and you'll feel better about yourself. I promise you'll be a winner. Ask me. This is what I do all season long. Most passing yards in this game, I believe it'll be Patrick Mahomes. It's at minus 148. Most rushing yards in this game, I believe it'll be Christian McCaffrey. Yes, the box will be stacked. Yes, they'll try to stop him, but he's just going to get more carries than everybody else. So McCaffrey, it's minus 195. You can't parlay any of these bets. They're by themselves. Most receiving yards, that looks like a hell of a value for Travis Kelce at plus 240, or anybody else you're thinking. You could put a unit on each one of these and make your money. Please be clear. You can put a unit on any one of these guys and still make all your money back. You can actually bet 3 times, right? You can bet 3 units, spread it out. Your plus and minus will be there. That would be my strategy. 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. You can't go wrong. It'll pay it back. You'll make it. Do the math. Figure it out. Most rushing yards, receiving yards in the game. It's obvious. Deebo Samuel's great value down here at 550. But how do you get there, bro? How do we get there? Minus 180 for McCaffrey. Feels like a lock. Good luck with that. Most passing yards, or player passing yards, I apologize. They got both quarterbacks right around the same, 260, 246. I think the 49ers are going to run the ball a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of time of possession between both these teams, and I don't necessarily see 300 yards passing. I don't see it. Not me personally. I think it's going to be a time-consuming game, and drives will be at a premium. So that's how I feel about it. Player passing touchdowns, I think this is too low. I like Mahomes at 2, just because I actually think Travis Kelce scores 2 touchdowns at some point. But I like Patrick Mahomes at 2, and then I don't like Brock Purdy at 2. I like Brock Purdy to actually hand the ball off to McCaffrey and get their 2 touchdowns that way. I actually think 49ers are going to be hard-pressed to score 2 touchdowns. Just my opinion. Player rushing yards. They seem priced really right all the way around. I'd imagine these quarterbacks are going to tuck it and go at times because the coverage will be there. Anytime you face great opposition, I've said this all offseason, every single season, anytime a quarterback lines up and the defense is good, you tend to have receivers covered, so you have to tuck it and go to get the conversion. You can't just throw it. So it's just something to think about, but I wouldn't bet on any of this stuff. Receiver yards, they're priced all kind of right, except for that Scantling down there. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now, you might go the whole first half with no reception and be like, Rico, you lied to us. He's not going to get it. I just feel like 18.5 yards is too low for him when he's getting a 30-yard reception. That's just one reception for that man, as long as he's open. I don't know. I probably wouldn't put my money on it. It's just something to think about. I love Kittle at 49.5, eventually being used as a weapon. Yeah, total receptions, a ton here. But look at that. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, only 2. He only needs 2 receptions, bro. What are we doing? Hopefully he gets them. Just feels like a thing to parlay and just call it good. Sprinkle. Like the sprinklers outside. I don't know. Alternate passing yards. Like I said, I'm taking 200. That's where you get that minus 550, but then you have to parlay it with stuff, and that's okay. Parlay it with things and feel good about it. It just feels like it's going to happen. You could even throw in an extra touchdown by Brock Purdy, and it gets you to 242, as long as Brock Purdy throws 1 touchdown. McCaffrey, anytime yard. Give me 60 yards on McCaffrey. You can add that in there. Give me Pacheco to do at least 40. You can throw in all these mins. We do this all the time, guys. If you haven't seen us do this in college football, if you have FanDuel and you have this option, man, you can go out there and you can put together and chef it up. If you're doing min yards here, and you'll get a minus 1,000, and it'll hit. It's crazy. But you don't want to miss and don't get too many legs involved, okay? I don't know anything about first touchdown combo. You can pick either or. Either or. Where's Christian McCaffrey and Travis Kelce? That looks like a good combo. Plus 210. Look at that. They all have Christian McCaffrey at the beginning. Boom, boom, boom. Where's Kelce first? Yeah, that's a long list of names, y'all. Don't be betting on Juszczyk to score anything. I'm not going to go through all the props. I'm just telling you how to make some money on the game. Good luck to everybody watching the video. If you want to know, I do have a parlay that's plus 898. It's not going to be free. It's on Patreon. It's on YouTube. Become an MVP. You'll see it all. Good luck, y'all. Enjoy the game. I won't be watching. Peace.